Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prairie Grown Reviews YouTube channel. We review books, games, movies, and TV shows. Today we will be reviewing Episode 4 of The Mandalorian, Chapter 12, The Siege. So boys, what'd you think? Non-spoiler thoughts.
Matt, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Overall, I really enjoyed the episode. It was more of a filler episode for sure, but it was nice to see some familiar faces. Go to some old locations, some new ones, and just have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree totally. I think this was potentially one of the best action-based episodes we've seen so far, season 1 and 2 combined. We didn't learn a whole lot. Plot didn't go very far, but it was, like you said, more of a filler episode, which is what we guessed as of last week, and it did its job, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with both of you, except on the point that I don't really think it was too much of a filler episode, but for reasons that will have to be dealt with in the spoiler section. No. Yep. But also for all you fans, you may have noticed a different format. Thanks to new COVID regulations in our area, this is what we have to do. But hopefully we can get back to the other format soon. But for now, this is what we got, and hope you still enjoy this. Okay, so we'll move on to spoilers. Okay, folks, I did not think this was a filler episode. The reason I'm starting with me this time is because I disagree with Nat slightly. Due to the bunch of cloning we see in the lab, I think that's going to have a big pertinence for the rest of the season as proof that they're trying to clone the child. And I'm just very curious to see if maybe they have a successful clone out there. And in the prequels, they had clones. They became clone troopers, and they aged them up quicker. So maybe they have an older child that could be.
You say cloning. Are they cloning the child, or are they trying to use the child's blood and stuff as transfusions towards? Because from what I saw, it didn't look like they were cloning like versions of the child. It looked like they were cloning more like your Clone Wars type of characters, more human-based, humanoid type clones. You know what I mean? Like superhuman type.
Yeah, I see that too. That would,
right?
Yeah, those tubes, they definitely did not look like the child particularly. So I agree that maybe it could be transfusion. It could be like them trying to make super soldiers in a sense. Like, you know.
I think they're like trying to because the child knows how to use the Force. It's in his blood, right? So I'm guessing they're just trying to, give it to other like humanoid-based people to use the Force too. Because
manufacture some Jedis.
Yeah.
Like, most of the
this
Jedi
was definitely, even though.
Yeah, absolutely.
True. Even though this was like a side quest mission, I still think it had very big pertinence for the rest of the season because they finally found out that Moff Gideon. Got my Star Wars mixed up. Moff Gideon is still alive. Yep. And so they didn't know that. And Mando just found that out now. So that's going to have a big impact on the rest of the story. Now he has actually like some urgency to finding the home for the child. Because before, he could take years. It wouldn't really matter. No one's trying to really get the child as much as now. Moff Gideon's still on their tail. And so that's why I felt like this was probably the most important episode of the season we've had so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We learned quite a bit. We don't, like you said, we don't really go a whole long way. So we do learn some stuff that not really important right now, but we could see some pretty big implications down the road for even just a couple of those scenes that could really build our last 4 episodes.
This was, again, a shorter one. I'm hoping they get a little longer in the back half just because I want more. I want more info. I want more action. I want more story. So I'm hoping next week we do meet the Jedi Ahsoka. I'm hoping we get to meet her in that episode. I figured we might take a detour because this show doesn't get anywhere easy, and Mando's ship was still pretty.
No ship to work with. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a huge repair to put us back on track.
Exactly. Yeah.
We finally get to see the child use the Force this season. He hasn't really used it at all.
Used it without passing
this
out.
season in the 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Also true. That's a very good point. I
I
didn't
mean, he
even think
wasn't
about
really
that.
using it as like strenuously as the other times, but like he's getting
No.
stronger.
Yep.
And it,
He just wants some cookies. Yeah.
the macarons, but
I mean, that he was very cute this episode. We don't have to worry about no controversy of him eating some eggs either.
I wonder if that's why. I wonder if that's why he ate the cookies. Part of me was wondering that when I saw it.
Well, but at the same time, they had no idea there would be a controversy over eating eggs in the first place, because this was filmed like 5-6 months ago.
Yeah.
And who would have thought that fans were so angry about, like, humans eat chicken eggs? Like, what the? And it can't just be vegans.
Can I be offended for chickens now? I guess I don't know. Some people
I don't know. That was weird.
I think they fixed them though,
they do.
after they blew up the TIE fighter. They go to that was pretty good.
Oh,
exactly.
That was really nice.
That was cute.
Yep.
The Razor Crest finally looked all nice and shiny again for like the first time all season. Really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think?
Like,
what do we think?
Finally looks in good shape again.
Yeah, it's finally back to a spot where they can get somewhere.
But of course, there's also a tracker on it, so we'll see where that leads. Because Moff Gideon got someone there on the inside.
What do we think of the back half of that episode? After they leave the lab, we get quite a bit dumped on us.
Yeah. So we got to see the New Republic pilot from episode 2 come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so he came back and he was asking questions. Grief Karga wouldn't tell him anything. He was like, there was no Razor Crest here. And then Cara Dune, we find out a little more about her. She's from Alderaan, the same planet that Princess Leia was from, that got blown up in A New Hope.
We knew that previously, did we not? I feel like that's been
not as far as I remember. Maybe though.
I think that's a season 1.
All I knew is that she was part of the rebellion.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. Maybe I forgot. Yeah, but so he was trying to relate to her, and he's the one he's one of the few New Republic people who knows there's something going on in these Outer Rim planets and these Outer Rim regions.
Yeah.
Like he says, there's something going on. These aren't isolated incidents. So I think maybe at some point we see he convinces enough people by maybe the last episode of the season, we see like entire fleet of starships going into these outer regions trying to just take control of these wayward bounty hunter planets.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
But that's just a theory. I don't know.
Do you think she joins? The New Republic?
No.
Badges on the table.
She said she hated politics in season 1.
It doesn't seem her style.
I think she's also just too loyal to Mando.
Yeah. That's the big one, I think. But that does provide.
But also, they could maybe team up with Mando.
Yep. It would provide their town with a whole lot more protection, though, if she seems like the right kind of character to potentially make that trade-off if it bettered some of the people around her.
Right, yeah.
True. That is true enough, yeah.
Definitely curious to see where that's going to go, and I don't think that'll be the last we'll hear about that or of the New Republic.
No, they're definitely coming back.
Nope. Yeah, definitely. Actually, so that very last scene, though, on what I think it looked like a Star Destroyer, not your typical Star Destroyer, but some sort of class of Imperial vehicle. But it looked like there was a room full of suits. And actually, at first glance, I thought they were Darth Vader-looking suits.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But I think I was just crazy. Oh, good. Good to know. I thought maybe they were trying to remake Vader with, like, these clones that we were seeing. Because
it could be.
He was their big, scary general, and he's dead now. So
could be something to that extent of some sort.
Yeah, who knows?
It wouldn't be a good thing, but could happen. Definitely in the realm of possibility here.
Yeah. In terms of Easter eggs, this episode there weren't too many. Not compared to, or none that I noticed too much, other than they have a school classroom, and that was taught by an protocol droid like C-3PO in the originals. in the original trilogy. And also they mentioned Kessel, which there's this whole thing in Star Wars doing the Kessel Run. Han Solo, it's a smuggler's run that smugglers make it through, and they make it through in a certain amount of time, and it's kind of like a competition. So I think that was mentioned. A non-Star Wars related Easter egg was the episode was directed by Carl Weathers, and he plays Grief Karga on the show.
Oh, right.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So
Right.
so he's and that's happened in TV before, where you have main characters, protagonists of the show, direct an episode or two. But from what I've seen online since the episode aired, this is his directorial debut, which honestly, pretty good. That action was solid, especially when they were escaping and the TIE fighters and the troopers on the scout bike things.
Yep.
That was completely solid.
Unrelated to Star Wars, but down that whole character director theme we have sort of going on. There's one actor who's pretty famous for that. Good old Mr. Adam Sandler. Almost every single one of his movies. And honestly, I think this episode has got to be one of the most flawlessly directed out of all 12. Yeah, out of all 12 we've seen.
This is 12, chapter 12. Yeah,
I think this is.
I'd have to agree.
One of for his first one, it's got to be one of the, from that standpoint at least, it's one of the strongest episodes we've had so far.
Yeah, which is funny because last week we were praising, and I really thought the action last week was top notch, which it was. But this is I was just shocked to get two action heavy episodes in a row like this. Even though I thought this would be more filler than it was. Honestly, I thought this was going to be we wouldn't see any Moff Gideon or anything. Yeah. And now I'm really excited to see when he pops up next in this, when he actually confronts Mando this season. What will it be next episode? I mean, next episode, we're on 4 out of 8. We're halfway through here.
Yep, we got to be getting close. Something big's got to be coming real soon.
Exactly. So, anything else week? You guys can? I think we meet Ahsoka. I think we get to. I don't know. Maybe they draw it out even more, and he has an adventure on her planet before he meets her, and it's a big reveal at the end. But I think by the end of the episode, we will see her, we will meet her, and we'll finally have a Jedi to answer some of Mando's and our questions about how the child can be, and maybe the name of that race and other things.
Yeah. Yep, I totally agree with that. We might see a little bit of a longer episode too. So
I'd hope so.
A little bit longer, stretched out, and then meet her somewhere near the end. Either that, or we might might be right at the beginning. They might sort of snap travel, and 5-10 minutes into the episode we meet her. But I don't think it'll be. It'll be in the middle. I think it'll be right at the beginning or right near the end. So
I'd have to agree with that. Yep. So I guess everyone just please subscribe, like this video, click that bell to get notifications about our upcoming videos and when a video pops up. And from the Prairie Grown Reviews team, we'll see you next time.